Welcome to my top 10 upcoming Roblox anime games of 2023. Now, most of the games on this list should be coming out this year, but you really never know because Roblox developers like to delay things. And there are a bunch of games that are upcoming that I would have loved to put on this list. Unfortunately, there's only space for 10 games. So, getting straight into this, we're going to start off with our honorable mentions list. First up in honorable mentions, we have Anime Showdown / Shonen Unleashed. Now, both of these games are similar. These games are very different as well. Anime Showdown is a ABA type game. It previously came out, but it got closed down and is being revamped for free release. Now, the reason I believe the game shut down before is mainly because the game didn't have enough content. It didn't have enough characters to compete, which just meant everybody was playing the same characters and it kind of got boring quickly. But everything about this game is kind of the combat, art style, the high quality characters. You can tell they put a lot of work into each individual character. But that might be the downfall of this game. That means during updates, they're only going to be releasing one character at a time. But for the game's revamp / free release, there's going to be a bunch more characters added because they've had time to work on the game. And Shonen Unleashed, ABA type game also. This game is set to be coming out this year, but unlike Anime Showdown, this game pays a lot of attention to the small details. Almost every move you do, even charging up, blocking, hit, using abilities, M1 combos, awakenings, everything you do in this game, your character, sound effects, your character is going to be speaking. Is not just silent fighting. You really feel immersed in the game, and there's a lot of small things in this game that you guys will like. If you want to know more about this game, I recommend going to Infinite's channel and watching his video. This game's actually really good, and this might be the first ABA game of its type just because it feels like a real anime battle arena game. Like you feel like you're playing the character. Next on our honorable mentions, we have Beyond Nen. Now, Beyond Nen is a Hunter x Hunter game that is currently in development and it's set to be coming out this year. Now, from what we've seen, there's going to be a bunch of Nen abilities that are going to come in the game, and the combat has potential to be something good. Now, I have spoken to the developers of the game, and they have a lot planned of the game. The main issue is, are they going to be able to execute what they have super 50-50? From the showcases that have been seen, there are some good things, and there's some things that even I kind of question, raise an eyebrow. So, we're going to have to wait and see to see if this game is really going to be viable, if it's going to be good. That's why it's on honorable mention. And the final honorable mention we have is Jujutsu Infinite. Now, this is going to be the first Jujutsu game on the platform that's actually going to survive. I don't even think there's been a Jujutsu game on this platform because the other one never came out. From what we've seen of Jujutsu Infinite's combat system, it looks really unique. There are not too many games that this length in terms of its combat system. And sometimes, or in some instances, the game looks like it could have been a Dragon Ball Z game. I'm very curious to see how this game holds up when it actually does come out to the public. But if you go inside the game's Discord server, you see there's a bunch of cool sneaks that showcase that this game is gonna be kind of heat. Different cursed weapons, different cursed abilities, and I'm very curious to see how this is gonna be during its launch. Coming in at number 10, we have Tales of Tenorio. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it is a Pokemon Roblox anime game. As simple as that. It is in my top 10 list because I simply love Pokemon games. I've been following this game before the revamp, before it was called Pokemon Metal Machine, and they were going with actual Pokemon before Nintendo decided they wanted to shut their stuff down. So they revamped the whole game, which is probably why it's taken so long, and they're coming up with new Pokemon, new concepts, a cool unique storyline, and even their own version of Mega Evolutions, which I'm looking forward to experiencing firsthand. Tales of Tenorio is definitely going to be a must play. I just hope the game has enough content on release so that we don't have to wait 3 months for the second gym, honestly, hopefully. In number 9, we have Berserker. Now, the last time you guys saw this game on my top 10 list was at the beginning of the year, and this was in my top 3. Now it's all the way in number 9, mainly because of the altercation that happened. Now, if you don't know, the owner of the game's house got hit by a tornado, which kind of put a lot of delays in place. However, recently, the owner, put a little thumbs up saying he's okay. Obviously, he's still recovering from the situation, and I'm glad he was able to come back unscathed and in high spirits. The game is currently still in development. However, I feel like development might be going slower or at a slower pace. Only God knows when this game's gonna come out, but it will come out eventually, which is why it's still on the list, because this game is very good and is nothing to take lightly. Hopefully you guys check this game out. Berserker is going to be some heat. And if you want to know more about this game, click on the eye icon. I made a whole video about it. Coming in at number 8, we have RoFighterz. Now, I'm very sure this game is similar to, if not takes inspiration from, Dragon Ball FighterZ. It is a 2D fighting game, and from the looks of it, they're gonna have a bunch of different anime and non-anime characters within this game you're gonna be able to choose from. I haven't had the luxury of playing it myself, but this game does look really good, and it looks like something I'm going to be getting into heavily just because I love fighting games. This is going to be the first game of its kind, and this quality isn't really seen on Roblox. Make sure you guys check this game out when it comes out. RoFighterz looks really good. Next on the list, we have Clover RPG. I had the luxury of being able to test Clover RPG, and from what I tested, I can tell you guys the game is super immersive and it's very enjoyable. My only concerns is content. Obviously, we're still in early testing phases when I played it. When the game comes out, we're gonna need more content. Hopefully there's gonna be more grimoires, more magics that we can use, and hopefully they expand on not only the universe, not only the verse, but the actual game's content in terms of what we can explore, what we can do, and the storyline. If everything promised is delivered with Clover RPG, it will be a hit. Now, the only thing that worries me is that this game doesn't really feel like you're playing a Black Clover game. It just feels like it has some elements of Black Clover within it. And it would be cool if we got to see more Black Clover inspired things, maybe even take the cities, the Clover system, the Clover Kingdom, Diamond Kingdom, Spade Kingdom, and things of that nature, and expand on them and even give them their little twist. Because it would be cool if you were able to join magic factions similar to the Black Bulls, the Golden Suns, whatever they're called, I can't remember. If you're able to join a specific guild at a certain level and take on trials for that guild, etc. But I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Coming in at number 6, we have Venture. Now, Venture is a RPG game. A very high quality RPG game. It would be really hard to tell that this was Roblox when playing this game, just from the simple fact that the game doesn't look like it was made on Roblox. Now, we haven't seen too much recently. There was a trailer that came out, I think a month, if not 2 ago, that showcased the environment, movement, and what the game overall is going to feel like. And you could tell the game's super immersive. What we didn't get to see is things like progression, combat, what we're going to be able to do within this universe. I'm still super excited for this game because it looks eerie. Next on the list, I never thought I'd say this, but we have Anime Legends coming in at number 5. Anime Legends was teased 2 years ago in 2021. And we're currently in 2023, where they brought out a second trailer to the game. Yes, it was a downgrade of what we saw in the first trailer, just a little bit, but there was a lot in that trailer that kind of piqued my interest. And there were some things in the trailer that made me raise an eyebrow in confusion, but that doesn't really matter. Now, it's hard to tell if Anime Legends is going to be a good game or not. It really is. From the hype that this game has generated, from the promises that were made about this game, Anime Legends will be one of, if not most popular game on the platform during its release. But a lot of the hype has died down over the years, so we're just gonna have to wait and see on what Block Zone is able to deliver. We have Yaiba. In my opinion, this is going to be the best Demon Slayer game to release on the Roblox platform. And there are quite a few, and there is one that's really notable. I haven't seen anything on that game for a while, hence why it's not on this list. Yaiba is a Demon Slayer game that looks really good. For once, I've seen a Demon Slayer game that has its base combat foundations on lock. I'm not even worried about the combat system. I know it's going to be good. As well as that, the visuals, the effects for this game look really high quality. Even the characters themselves look really high quality. The only thing I am quite worried about when it comes to Yaiba is the progression. Is there going to be enough content on release to sustain the player base? Because I'm not going to lie to you, every Demon Slayer game on this platform lacks content. So if the game's able to provide the content, I am super sure that this will be the best Demon Slayer game on the platform, hands. In number 3, we have one of my favorites, Pocket Anime. I love this game. I'm so sorry. I know we haven't seen much on it over the past year, but that's okay. I know the dev team is cooking. Fortunately for me, I have one of the devs working on this game, you know, this occasionally pops inside of my DMs and this teases me a little bit, lets me know that, yo, we're still working, things are looking, and I appreciate him for that. I love this game. I love what this game is, what it can be, what it could be, what it is going to be. As long as they don't sell and make everything pay to win with Robux, this game will be great. Honestly, I can't wait to get my hands on it. If you don't already know, Pocket Anime is a Pokemon anime game. Listen to what I said, Pokemon anime, as in the Pokemon are being replaced with anime characters, which is super interesting. There's a unique concept that nobody has done on this platform, and if done right, will be the new wave. Honestly, I really want to know how things like evolution is gonna work, how getting moves is gonna work, battling, PvP, PvE, everything, trading. I want to see what like shiny Pokemon is gonna be, shiny anime characters, I'm gonna assume. I can't wait. Honestly, every small detail. I want to know what the stats are gonna be like, IVs, EVs in the equivalent to this game is gonna be. I want to know everything. Legendary Pokemon, legendary anime characters. This game, oh my gosh, I want to know everything. Coming at number 2, we have Holy War X. Now I know a lot of you guys are ready for this game, a lot of you guys have been waiting for this game, and a lot of you guys are asking where the heck this game is. My answer to that is I don't know. RoFighterz is working hard on this game. He actually updates me on the progression and I get to see exclusive things quite frequently. So thank you RoFighterz for that. This guy keeps adding more content to the game. He keeps adding more content to the game. And I honestly think that's why this game is taking so long, because Alfie keeps cooking. Alfie, you need to stop cooking or the pot's gonna overflow. You feel what I'm saying? Non-biased, but Holy War X is going to be a great game. Honestly, I just think that Alfie should focus on, like, you know, the main part of the game, the release part of the game, and save everything else he's cooking for later updates, just so people have something to. I'm not rushing him, I'm just saying he's cooking a bit too much. Holy War X is a 7 Deadly Sins game, has been set to come out this year. I'm not too sure, because this year is slowly coming to an end and Alfie has been kind of quiet over the past couple of months. We're honestly just waiting for him to say something, but I honestly do think he's gonna come out of the woodworks pretty soon and give us all a big update on what's been going on and what is going to happen in the near future, possibly a release date, but it's too soon to tell and everything's on Alfie's timing, so we're gonna have to wait and see for that. And at number 1, to nobody's surprise, we have Rell Seas, possibly going to be one of the greatest, if not the greatest game to touch the Roblox platform. The Rell brothers have a lot in their hands. Rell Seas is a One Piece inspired game, a One Piece inspired RPG that's actually going to be held in an RPG format, and it's not just going to be a simulator going island to island doing the same quest a million times. The fruits look amazing, the quality of the game is high and is up there, and from what it looks like, the game's going to have a load of content. I'm very curious to see what this game is going to look like on release. We haven't been getting consistent updates, and the Rell Seas movie did get cancelled. We're getting something, and they are and the Rell brothers do communicate with the community. They do show us sneaks very often, even if it's just a 5-second TikTok. It's something's better than nothing, I guess. Hopefully by the end of this month, we have some big news, if not a big video showcasing a little bit more to the public, or just giving us more detail on when they plan on releasing the game. Apparently Rell Seas does already have a release date, but we don't know because it's not out to the public yet. So we're just gonna have to wait and see for when that game does eventually come out. And that is it for the top 10 list. Guys, let me know if the game you like that is on this list is here, what you think of that game, and how excited you are for that game to come out. If there's a game that I did not put in this video and you want to see, if we get this to 1,500 likes, and I mean honestly 1,500 likes, and I will make a part 2 on games that weren't on this list. However, if we don't get there, I won't make another one. Honestly, it's as simple. I appreciate you guys for watching to the end of the video. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm gonna see you in the next one.